Sniff, sniff. Surprise rules with the ether. Well done. What a strong start to the stream. Anyways, I think I finally managed to get all the bugs out of the streaming setup and finally managed to start streaming. Woohoo! And with that being said, some more green tea, because who needs sleep, and caffeine doesn't keep you awake all night long if you overdo it. Anyways, more Argent sound design. Basically the same thing as yesterday, but trying... Well, we'll see. Trying to finish at least the most important ones, which is 2 more songs, 2 more compositions with 3 sound design thingies, 2.5, 2, something like that in one of them, and 2 more on the other one. One of them is arrangement. We'll get to that. I just have my list on my calendar thing right there. That's why I'm looking here. And a few more things to write on the other tracks, which I'm not even sure yet if I'm really gonna use, but yeah, whatever. We will see how far we will get today. That all depends on how hungry I'll be, how soon and how hungry I'll be. Which I can already feel, which is a great start. Anyways. YouTube is YouTube Live as well. Always need to double check that. Boop. Yes. Seems to be a thing. I'm watching too much Mario Maker. Okay, Twitch seems live. YouTube seems live. Both seem to have a good connection. Alrighty. Let's switch over then. Yep, Mario Maker again. Nope, not that one. Also not that one. That's what I wanted. Cool. Alright, I hope the other setup works. I tested it, which doesn't mean it works. But... I mean, that counts as working, but I still have the monitors unmuted. We maybe could also try to give some vocals to the choir. Don't know if I'll do that in this stream or if I'm gonna do a separate stream trying out the actual plugin, because like Synthesizer D has a choir plugin now, or like choir voices, 3 different ones, which I got the choir pack a while ago, which could be cool. And I've recently saw another one that was developed basically for Dorico and stuff like that, for especially for like choral music. Forgot what it was called. I have a note somewhere, I think. If not, I'll find it again. But that looked super interesting as well. But that's also $300 or like $250 on sale. $150 on sale, I think. So, out of the budget for now. Right, technically we also have the East-West choirs we can use. Anyways, let's get to the thing. So, the last thing we did was sound designing this part. Which I ended up really not liking. But actually now on second thought, when I listened to this before I started streaming, this is actually interesting. And it does move a bit. What happens if we just use that and move the actual? I kinda like this. Okay, we have to do something similar with these notes. We also have a bit of a problem of those. not being in time, which is a bit of a problem. Yeah, I do have these sound design things here. I really like those. I just heard them again in the background. This is gonna be such a mess to mix. But whatever, we're gonna make this work. Some other time I don't think I'll be able to do a mixing stream, because my computer is probably just gonna explode when I try to do that. And this is not way too loud at all. Okay, what are we gonna do with these? We should print those as well, because they're not in time. Did I quantize them or no? It looks like I did. Somewhat. Okay, let's export these as well real quick. Yeah, let's do a quick export on those. I could have done that earlier. I didn't. Whatever. Gotta deal with that then. Wah, 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 wah. So, let's do driver now. Ow. My neck is still pretty much dead. I mean, it's better, way better. I can move. So, that is a luxury I didn't have for the last few days. 2 or 3 days. It's fine-ish. Also not great. Also, lots of nosebleeds again. Because I guess spring, amazing. But whatever. Gonna be fine. Gonna be fine. So let's just wait for this to render out. And then what could we use? We need a short, yeah, basically some sort of plucks. And I want, I think, a more aggressive pluck on that. The faceplant pads worked quite well. We could, if we want to cheese it, just use the thing we used here for the acquire as well. But I don't know yet if I wanted that. If I wanted that. Already great start. Words, I'm wording good. Not printed VSTs. Also, I've still that little star marker thing from the other mix as well, all my skills, which is something that Dave Otero did in his ones. Okay, so we already have these ones. I could have rendered that out. Whatever, we're not doing that now. First of all, let's make sure that these ones are in time. Come on, let me make it bigger, thank you. Because it's already not starting on time here, which means probably something like that. Let's check it with a click real quick, and then we could actually... sort of close enough for now. I probably should fix that later. We also have this one. We could actually, for this one, probably use the last thing again. So actually, let me make all the things bigger again. I love those cage strings, like those very, what is it? Aleatoric. I keep forgetting the word. These ones could be quite gross as well. We'll see now. I'm not gonna do that right now. Well, okay. It is about first half of the B part. And that riff is so much fun. I still like the riff, which is rare. I usually hate the riffs I do. So, why did I do that again? Whatever, this is not in time, but we're gonna do the SoundDesign thing, for now at least. So, Morph3, boom, no. Okay, what are we gonna feed into this? We are going to need the MIDI tracks from here, so I do want some other plucky synth or something. I don't have my Spire synth here anymore. These ones probably won't work. We could try the violins again, but I don't think I want to do that. You know what? Let's just load up Spire. Well, actually, faceplant, check. Because I haven't really gone through the faceplant internal synths, so let's do either keys or plugs. Let's try a few of those. Okay. So basically I'm gonna do boop. That could actually be really interesting. Because that is quite gross. Flint pop. That's supposed to be. Oh, it's a lo-fi pitch shifting thing in there. But let's try that. Because why not? Because it really is gross. But boop. Turn it down, send it into the side chain of that morph. Activate, pre-fader. Up to 0. And it does nothing. Oh, right. I keep forgetting that. Yeah, let's do sonance maybe? Sonance? Sonance. Bit less detail, because that was kind of interesting. That could be cool. What if we go an octave down with the thing here? But I actually think that could be interesting too. No, let's leave it up. Get rid of the muddler, we don't need that here. Nah. Not feeling the preset. I can just do that. Yes, I can. That is good. I don't want delightful double story. I don't hear any of that. That could be interesting. Let's try plucked. And where is Morph? Let's get it a bit more in the middle. That is interesting. Daydream could be one of those to use. Let's see what that does. That is quite gross as well. Well. What if we do... Well, let's see what effects there's. Let's see what that actually sounds like when we don't have it muted. Interesting. That is cool. I should use this for something else. Black metal vocals? What? What is black metal vocals? That sounds like puking. I mean, sure. Whoever thought, but it actually is funny. If you don't consider that being black metal. We might actually use that somewhere. Or like in that. Not sure if I like the Sonos algorithm on this now. Let's try Fusion. Yep. That's more gross. I like that. Okay, let's see what we can do with that. We should do limiting again. Let's go back to full detail. If I like that. I kind of like this. Okay, I get it why they call it like black metal vocals. I wouldn't call it black metal vocals, but it does have like the sort of pitchless attack that metal vocals can have. Okay, sure. Whatever. Let's automate this and make it a bit more, well, moving. Okay, let's start off somewhere around here and just move the thing a bit. This is kind of fun. I kind of like this. they do that with, or he, hum junkie, her, whatever, how did they do it with the synth side? Okay, so we go. Let's turn it down, and we should later also. I want to layer it with the non-morphed version. This is cool. Okay, let's do something similar that we did before with the other. With the sustain blend, similar to what we did before. So we are going to need these two MIDI tracks as well. Means we have to duplicate that thing so we can use it for the cool as fuck. Scratchy sounds cutting straight us from Melt's banana sound. Yeah, right? I have no idea what Melt banana is. That's your mother. Welcome. Cheers. Ich meine, was diese Scratchy Sounds jetzt letztendlich sind, ist dieser Choir zusammengemischt mit diesem super weird fucking Sound. Na, das von ihr. Es klingt, das der sich wie anspannen, aber es ist lustig. Das klingt so deppert. I don't love it. Anyways. Good. Sick. Ja, schon. Es ist schon creepy und das ist das war ein Mortal Kombat-like Rescore-Ding. Das habe ich für eine Mortal Kombat-Szene geschrieben, da gibt es ja einen anderen Stream. Und der hat für das SoundDesign, actually, es soll creepy sein und das ist halt irgendwie schon grauslich. Which is fun. Cheers! Wie geht's da? Was tut's? Okay, so we have that thing duplicated now. Which means that's the first sidechain sound, and that's the second one. We're gonna need these MIDI tracks over down there. This is so grauslich, so gross, but also very fun. Okay, that one needs to go down to the lower track, which is this one. Yes. And this one is going to send. The first send is going to this one. Yep. So morph onto that. Sidechain on. Send this thing into the sidechain input. Boop, boop, boop. And we should be getting something here, which we are not yet. Okay, we're getting lag. Amazing. Oops. So, why are you not doing anything? You're getting the sidechain input, blah 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 blah. That is still there. But you're supposed to get the input of that thing. Why does that do nothing? Why did I put Morph on this? Did I do that on purpose? Like a white bat in a box, that matters, go on. Zynaptiq. Oh, that's a song. Alright. Schreibe ich mal auf. Into my notepad. Somewhere here. Like a white bat in a box, that matters, go on. Alrighty. Werde ich mal abchecken. Dankeschön. I'll check that one out. Okay, why do I not hear things on this thing now? What did I do wrong? I'm getting a sidechain input. It's pre-fader, it's 0. And it's coming from this thing. Why is that not doing anything? Wait, what? No, it's supposed to do something. Do something. Why not doing anything? Hello? Hello? Did something before. Does something here, right? Yes, it does. And it doesn't get anything here. Why? Are we getting input? No. Is it too low or is it too high? Eh? No. Guess we're gonna do that again. So, this is the track I wanna be on. Boop. Because now I hear something for the activator, right? Yes, so, morph. You know what? Let's just load it again. Discard Morph. When in doubt, just do the same thing again. Morph 32. Okay, Morph 3. Boop, boop, boop. Side chain input. Send this thing. Well, the problem is that it doesn't do anything. Why not? Oh, wait, what? Because I have to mitigate on this thing. Whoopsie. Which means we gotta do that as well. Yep. Okay, there we go. Mystery solved. Let's make that short. We're still not getting anything. So for this one we actually don't need because for this right, so this one can actually have the mitigate setting. Okay, let's get rid of what I just did here. I'm still not getting anything into this. But I might also not have activated. Okay, we're getting signal here, that was good. And I haven't done the send, so that's on me. Okay, now things work. I forgot that I did the mitigate setup yesterday. Whoopsie. There we go. That is very gross now. Okay. Now let's do the morph. That is super gross. Okay. We're gonna do fusion again. I like the fusion algorithm. Yeah, something like that. Let's turn it up. It is so gross, goddammit. Den Titel sind Wildkernigan, Sonic Turtle, Cactuses Come in Flocks, Lefty Dog, Cat Brain Rat, Slap for your eyes. Seal? Seal for your eyes, what? A beast in the well on your hand, Bambi's the Lammer, Flash Cube, Eyeball, Free the Bee, Warp Backspin. What the fuck? Windy Tupper is flown away, Stimulus for Revolting Virus. I'm just gonna note those down. Schreiben wir die einfach einmal auf. That really are weird titles. Funny. What kind of music is this? Was ist das für Musik? Is this like, I guess, electronic shit? Like electronic music? Ew. Okay, let's automate this because this sounds gross now. Let's start up somewhere around here, I guess. I don't think I like that. That sounds too much like nothing now. I would love if like Morph had like whoops. I didn't mean to automate that. Let's get rid of that. I mean, we're probably gonna have to use like some sort of deharshing on this. Noise Rock und Instrumental Hardcore Punk. Das klingt actually interesting. Vor allem mit solchen Sounds dabei. That really does sound interesting. I am intrigued. Well, color me intrigued and call me Scotty. I don't know what I'm saying. Müssen wir abchecken nachher. Sick. Okay, this is an interesting texture, but as before, if we just use that thing, it's a bit much. Okay, so we have both of those. What if we go up with the thing here? Whoops. Because that's just a synth anyways. That's less gross, which is probably good. Okay, so we can turn it up a bit more. For this one... let's see something goes with that. And their singer sounds like a punk Mickey Mouse. Fuck yes. Mickey Mouse metal. That sounds like Knocked Goose. Honk honk, motherfucker. Knocked Goose ist für mich Mickey Mouse metal. Aber nicht nur für mich. Für ein paar Leute in meiner Umgebung. It's just funny. Honk honk, motherfucker. Knocked Goose. Knocked Loose is more like SpongeBob. Also fair. I still need to listen to more Knocked Loose. I don't know that much of their music. Okay. Actually, a bit of a bigger thing here. we can loop. How are we gonna gross this thing up now? And yes, she sounds pretty similar to the voice you just did. Noise. Interesting. So, female punk singer. Or like hardcore punk instrumental noise singer. Nice. I don't know too many like female singing punk bands. I think not the Interrupters. Distillers? Distillers? Is Distillers is the one that comes to mind? I just have the image in my head. Don't remember, I just remember what they looked like, but not the name properly. But that's the only thing that comes to mind, which has been a while. But yeah, it's getting summery again, which means it's gonna get punky again. That's usually how it goes. This one doesn't need the MIDI gate, so let's get rid of that. That's so gross. Yeah. Okay, so Morph, sidechain again. That's active. Now we have this thing sending not to the sidechain, but to the new one. Bam. And that does something now. Nice. That introduces, we're back to the classic one. Let's do Sonance and see what that does. Sonance. Ew. That is very gross. Sorry, that was louder than expected. Okay, we definitely need the limiter on this thing again. Yeah, but we can do something like that. Let's get rid of some of the details. I don't know what Gamma does, but let's just reduce it for a bit. Been around since '92 or so. Mike Patton is a big fan. In fact, they've toured with Mr. Bungle and Two back the day. Okay, that is interesting. Mr. Bungle. I really need to listen to more Mr. Bungle as well. Just known a few of the... Just listened to it like once or twice. But it's been on my list forever, because they're so weird. A couple years ago with Vigor. Don't know that? I only know Igor with more R's. Oops. Okay, so... let's gross this up a bit and automate that again and get some interesting shenanigans going here. Start off more here. Go back up here. Okay, interesting. Love weirdness. Well, hello there. You're probably in the right place for this at the moment. Welcome. Incongruent angle. This is all about like weird sound design, making things sound gross and as bad as possible while making music with it. And this is definitely too loud now and too gross now. We're gonna have to degross these things after the fact as well. Because this is way too piercing now, but for stuff like that, either I'm gonna try and remove some resonance myself, probably as well, and that's what we got sued for and stuff like that for. But we'll see. That is a problem for future me that has to mix it. Figure Folly is a crazy track from Igor. And I think we might do. I don't know the names of the tracks of Igor, but I remember one. I mean, I'm Austrian, and he has something that's mixed like with like harmonica or something weird, like these weird. Yeah, Igor really is one of the most unique things ever, and will stay that for a while. Such an interesting mix of, well, everything. Yes, perfect timing. Help, I'm trying to help out, but there's a mosquito stuck in my helmet. Exactly. That's exactly what I was going for. How could you get into my head and get that out of there? It really does sound a bit mosquito. Yes, this is actually perfect analogy for the thing. Okay, we finally did the first task in an hour. So, what else do we have to do with this one? We have the bells. We can make the bells gross now, which are in the very beginning somewhere. There we go. We gotta gross these ones up. Because I mean, I like the epicness of tubular bells, but we're still gonna have to do something gross with that. Yep. And is that the choir attack that sounds mosquito-y again? No, what? Where did the mosquitoes come from now? It must be that thing, right? Yes, it is. Why is that? Huh? Why are we getting signal in here? I'm still getting signal in here if I mute it here. Okay. We're gonna have to do something. Oh, is it mostly because of that? Boop. I'm probably gonna have to redo the thing again. Why is that there? Get rid of all that. Yeah, I'm gonna render these Morph3 thingies out anyways. Okay, so let's gross up the bells. Basically, we can have the intro and the A part for this. I love tubular bells, but we need to make them Argent. Let's do Hell Bells. Not an AC/DC reference. I guess an AC/DC reference. Whatever. Let's find a random patch in Faceplan and see. We have some mallets here. Let's do some Hell Bell, whatever. Let's see what Bell Dream does. So let's get that over here. Ow, my back. My neck is so fucked. Okay, this needs to go up 20 octaves. Let's do that. That could be an interesting start. What is that? Ow, that is gross. I feel neck on my fucking knee. Yeah, well, yeah. Same, my dude. Same. The knee has always been an issue. May I be allowed to assume an over 30 as well? I love the idea of using church bells as ride symbols for some reason. Huh. Church bells as ride symbols. Okay. That is an interesting idea. I'm just imagining an actual drummer carrying a fucking church bell as a ride crash bell thing. Dude, I wish I'm under 30 and still suffering. I'm sorry for you, dude. It doesn't get better when you hit your 30s. That belongs in Mad Max. You mean like the big ass church bell on an actual drum kit? Because yes. Yes, dude. Get stretchy. Get your stretching in and stuff. For some reason, I never know why it happens. I think I'm suspecting like workout doing the triceps pulls. I think that is always what makes it weird, as well as being a guitar player and having that kind of posture a lot when I have to concentrate. And also shrimping on this stupid chair. I should get a better chair. But I also don't want to spend like 300 to 500 bucks on a chair. That's not in the budget at the moment. So yeah. Do you know these like fasciae balls, whatever they're called in English? Like basically, I put a styrofoam ball basically here on the back of my neck and back, and basically do the Hakuna Matata on the wall, going up and down. That works. That's basically the only thing that works for me. Okay, back to this, what I actually want to do, and see if we can morph these two together and make some interesting, weird, fucked up sounds. Bells that are ambient. I mean, I guess that's a good description for this preset. It's bells and they're ambient. That works. Sometimes you don't need to make things more complicated. That's a wonderful image. Ha, crap, people. Whoop, whoop. What is my mouse doing? Okay, there it is again. So, first of all, boop, 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 boop. Actually, I want to duplicate that again. And this gets morphed again. Boop. Come on. Morph3, boop. Put it on there. I love this plugin. This is so much fun. Nah, the stretches. What stretch did I do? My brain is so fried. I need to sleep better. Speaking of which, more caffeine for good ideas. But yes, I should do more stretches as well, but I'm just not doing that. I actually kind of enjoyed it since then. Why is my mouse constantly disappearing? Because I have my laptop over there, and it goes over there. So... Do I have the sidechain input? Think so. Yes. That. Boop. 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 Okay. Are you a musician too, by the way? Or do you just have horrible back pain and bad posture for other reasons that are not as stupid as learning an instrument? Okay, what do we do with morph with that thing? First of all, I think, yeah, we gotta change that again. Let's see what imprint smooth does. Producer, composer, mainly indie, racing, and rhythm games. Okay, I see. So, I mean, not the most similar genre in that case right now, but yeah. Also, I mean, composers and producers in general are very shrimpable, so... yeah, that's why I'm trying to do standing desk at least as much as I can, especially on streams. Because, yeah. And by standing desk, I mean 2 monitor stands that are stacked on my desk. It works! Sort of. I still have neck pain. Rhythm games, interesting. What kind of rhythm game genre, like what kind of music do you do for those? Or is it basically indie? Oh no, wait, indie racing, not indie music. So, we need a different, let's do interweave. Let's see what that does. I have a horrible habit of kneeling when I'm writing. Interesting. I could never. Oh, that explains the knee pain. I'm writing, pretty sure that's what's killing my knees. Oh, yeah, I should have just read on. Yeah, probably. Being on my knees just hurts in general. That sounds questionable. Whatever. But yeah, also I hate motorcycles when they drive by my flat. I don't like that. Okay, Fusion really is the coolest algorithm. That makes everything sound more weird and fucked, and I like that. But we still could... Actually, you know what? I have an idea. Let's try to have this sound here, but make it even more dissonant by making a harmony that is basically the tritone or something. Something like that. Is that gonna be an interesting thing tomorrow? I mean, it is. We love harmonies. Oh yes. I usually harmonize pretty much everything. To the point of, I mean, you're producer as well, right? Yes, you are. I've been called the harmonizer by bands. Because I just love, especially vocals and also guitar solos and anything it sounds better with harmonies. That's just a fact. It's not, but that's just a fact. Okay, nope, I still don't like the sound. We need something different. It is interesting, but I don't like the bells that are ambient. Let's do beryllium. What are you doing? Except for not loading. Okay, I like that a bit more. Did it start with keys or another melodic instrument? Do you mean like playing the instruments, or do you mean like writing this? Because my main instrument is guitar. Yeah. Which I've been playing at this point for like 16 and a half years. When you were first starting writing or producing? Yeah, guitar. I come from a metal background, a metal producer, and played in lots of bands. Started playing guitar when I was 15 and a half, something like that. And yeah, I've actually written my first compositions in a guitar tab program. My first like game compositions. Okay, this still sounds too belly. That sounds interesting. Quote melt banana. Who wants to be in panic? Bucks are all in pancakes. We are all ecstatic. What? Wake? What? That? It went away. Waking the bed is alright. Chalking the necks too high. Lucky spiky kids start to break the picture down you set up. I'd have to read this a few times to see if I can make any sense of that. Because I think it's supposed to not really make sense, but there's a somewhat profound message behind the thing, or it's just as random as banana terracotta pie. System of Down lyrics. That's intriguing. PV, you're a sleeper agent and your code name is Melt Banana. Wake up, wake up. Grow a brush with a lot of makeup. And be a bit of a shake up. I think it speaks to me, to the folly of man. It definitely does. It makes sense, but it's terribly abstract and humorous. I'd have to read that in a more concentrated fashion, because right now I'm all over the place as always. Bam, bam. But these bells are sounding a bit more interesting now. They're still sounding a bit too good, don't they? Something like that. Okay, whatever, let's just do an automation and see what happens. Because this is supposed to be like a background element just to move the thing a bit more anyways. Because I'm probably going to layer the actual bell on top of that as well, but we'll see. Let's start off somewhere Cool, let's just start off with lagging and doing nothing. That's always the best idea. Please do that again. And it did it again, thank you. And why does it stop the automation when it lags? Cubase is stupid sometimes. Okay, let me do the thing again. It just doesn't. Why? Okay, come on. Yeah, I guess something like that. Let's see what that does. Except for nothing. This is sounding sick, by the way. Thank you. I'm a fan of the bells being up front. Yep. I do want to keep the bells up front. Probably not as much as they are here. Because here in the Ancient, nothing really happens anyway. Sometimes the whole thing comes in. So in the beginning, the bells can be creepily in the front. But yeah, this is gonna be an all over the place thing anyways. Because if I start mixing right now, my computer is just gonna explode. I've tried that. Also, I need to make sure my computer doesn't get sunlight. Give me a second. Because as soon as the computer gets too much sunlight, it's probably gonna explode as well. But it's fine-ish. But yeah, that's gonna be horrible in summer. More above than in front, maybe. Yeah, I guess. But let's just do a quick mixing thing with those. Let's do it the other way around. Let's start off with the creepy bells and mix them in. I guess we got writing deactivated. Something like that, maybe? Ew. Why is the computer not muted? It is. Well, whatever. Something like that, I guess, for now. I feel like every time I get stuck mixing for hours, it starts with, let's just do one thing, one quick thing. Yes. Yes. That is exactly why I separate actual mixing from composing and sound design and stuff like that. Because the whole track in and of itself is pretty much finished when it comes to the composing side. So I'm just doing gross sound design stuff, because that's gonna be like an Argent Metal game music pack for asset stores. So there should be some sort of cohesion between all of the tracks. Right, also I completely forgot I have the tremolo there. Sure, whatever. Do I like the tremolo? We could fuck up the tremolo as well. Oh, it does that thing. I did it because this originally was, as I said before, a rescore for a Mortal Kombat scene. And it kind of looked a bit, I mean, old. It was like in a crypt or something. Like catacombs, that's what it looked like. With some candles and stuff in the back, so like, and like a big ass kingly skeleton. The vocals driving also just kind of hit. Yeah. Yep. The B part especially is gonna be very vocal driven. This one. Yeah, but the mixing of the whole thing is gonna be very horrible. Can I put Soothe in this without thing dying? Without thing dying? Because that actually, that kind of sounds like a riser now. Which is also interesting. Shout out Soothe. Yeah, but I gotta be really careful with the thing. Because it just neuters everything really fast. So I'll try and not really use it much. Yeah, whatever. We're also gonna only do that in mixing. Because it really does the thing it wants to do well. But the problem is it does it too well. Because everything sounds, well, not harsh enough. Which is exactly why you want to use Soothe, but yeah. Careful, my middle name is Careful, that's why I recommend my favorite plugin, ODT. Yes. Actually, I should have used OTT more. Do you know the Argent compressor? It's basically 20 OTTs stacked on steroids. That's what they designed it for. It's basically like a Doom sounding compressor. So yes. And I mean, that just sounds insane. I just stack OTTs. That is also very fair. Which, not good practice, but grumble grumble. It doesn't matter. Listen to this. Everything is over the top here. If I just put 20 OTTs somewhere, it wouldn't even really matter. Let's destroy something for fun. Let's see what happens if I OTT up the... By the way, this used to be guitars. This was once just guitars. Now it's chainsaws. This is so gross. Okay. Let's just do some OTTs on the guitars for fun and see what happens. Except for everything, okay. Let's do downward. This is so gross, and it's already crashing. I actually like what it does. Let's get more of those. Why do I really like all the evil lows on that thing now? Let's just duplicate and do another OTT and see what happens. Okay, we have to change that one up. This is horrible. I love it. Case in point, there's never enough OTTs on things. Let's stack another one. I'm gonna take it off anyways. Why does this sound cool? This has no business sounding good. Let's crush the mids a bit. My mouse is going crazy. Thank you. This is fun. Do we think Shakespeare would be into prog metal? Oh, most definitely he would be. We're getting further underground with every OTT. Oh yes. We're basically outside the club now. This really does sound like a club thing now. Okay, let's get rid of them again. But this was fun. We could try it again later on one of the other tracks, which is more chainsaw heavy. Okay, actually I wanted to do something very different. Good times? Yes. OTT is fun! I feel like a 3D freebie slipping through those faceless blockheads. I swing like a beast used to be. I don't think my mind got decayed, so see the rocket go. That I turned the switch on, see the rocket go. That I made out of my bones. Alright. Again, I have to read that more carefully. I have no idea what any of that does. Okay, we got that done now. We morphed the bells. Let's just try one more time to morph the chamber and see if we can get anything interesting out of that. If not, we're gonna move on to the next thing, I would assume. Whoops. So we have that. So morph 3 boop and side chain and sand face plant 2 side chain, make it like that. Solo defeat pre-fader, send to 0, and boop. Alright, and let's find an interesting sound for faceplant here. What do we want with... Sure, let's do plugs, whatever. Let's do Galactico, Golden Dinosaur. Let's do Golden Dinosaur. Rar XD. Are we getting thing? I actually just like this as a bass synth. Never mind. We're gonna duplicate that and use that as a bass synth and take another thing. Because that in and of itself already sounds interesting. Okay, I did not expect to find a bass sound that I liked like this. Because it is kind of bloopy and gross and stuff. Okay. This is basically a bass sound. I should get this up into my bass synths. Where is it? Here. And just root it real quick to bass as well. Sort of is at least. Alright. This kind of vibe? Okay, let's find a different sound on this thing. Golden Dinosaur is fun, but also I can... how do I favorite things? Is it that? Yes, it is. Good. Galactico. Buzzy metallic pluck. Let's go! Let's go! Yeah, we're getting to the point where my computer dies. I am not surprised. I'm actually more surprised that it held up as long as it did. We're stacking so many things here now. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to print some things soon. Okay, yeah, that kills it. So, whatever. I'm just gonna try and print... Ooh, it's doing something. Never mind, it's not. Sure. I gotta print down this synth sound, I suppose. Because things are just dying here now. So let's see if that does anything useful. Because then I can get rid of the faceplant synth. It doesn't have to do that in real time, which will make the processing of things a bit more easy. Favorite banana lyric? A song Spider Snipe, though. I just weave the web. It's a map spell. So I pick a flicker and break the fact it's a crap set. So I kick a trigger. Save the name, chase the plane, and you're seen. It's fallen in pieces. Skip the rest, maybe bad luck, swing with the wind. I have to read all of these. Also, what is that? my modem? Something does weird sounds on my drives. Probably some drive dying soon. Amazing. Perfect timing for having dying hard drives. It's like they're really cheap at the moment. So easy to afford, right? Yeah, I'll definitely have to check out Melt Banana because these lyrics sound fucked in a way that I find really interesting. Okay, so am I getting faceplant into this now? Do. Okay. That sounds interesting. Your track is already like a whale-sized croissant with all those layers. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And it's gonna be such a bitch to make that sound good in the end, which you're not gonna do today, but... Okay, let's fuck it up a bit more. Sure, that actually sounds cool. This is definitely not a tremolo anymore. Let's just do a thing with this, and then we're probably done with this. Yeah, everything is dying now anyways. Let's see what we're gonna... Yeah. I'm gonna have to move on soon anyway, so no more layers. It's like an onion. Like Shrek, you know? All good things are like onions. Okay, anyways, we're gonna have to move on now anyways. So let's just see if it plays anything or if it's gonna die. And it's gonna sound not good in the whole picture, but we got some more interesting sounds, and this is just about getting some interesting sounds going. Having to make them work is a problem for later me. Let's turn that down a bit, but that is actually kind of fun. Because it sounds like a burning tremolo. Full of bees. No, not the bees. Yep, things are way too loud. Right, we also have the harps. It's a weird kind of harps there. There's so much weird shit going on here now. But I like it! This sounds like creepy noises going everywhere, like hellish noises, hellish voices. Sure, whatever. We can do some more sound design on that thing. And the C part, I guess. But the rest is quite sound designy now anyways. Oh yeah, that's actually what I wrote. I'm just gonna go back to You know, I'm just gonna let this loop for a bit because I need to take a piss. And I'm also gonna mute the microphone real quick because I'm gonna make some more water for my green tea. I'm back. Problem is, as soon as I turn on my microphone, we are going to hear some horrible noises from my cattle. So that's why I turn it off. Give me a minute until the water is warm and then I'll be back talking. Now let's just switch over to a different track and see what we're gonna do there. Nice, the kettle is done. Noise! So, right, let's read your mother's thingy. Where's the thing? I'm curious that, say if we weren't in as often digital as you were currently. Obviously there's often like tons of pedals, but saying that then, how could it be like if you actually had to have all of these effect pedals linked into each other and create these sounds analog? It would be crazy. A whole data center worth of pedals and other components wrapped like a spider web. Dude, honestly, I would love to do that. I have basically so many links of guitar pedals that I want to build with like PCVs and stuff like that, because I wouldn't be able to afford all these pedals. But yeah, it would basically be a shit ton of guitar pedals, and you are going to be basically in the realm of Mick Gordon. He does that. Mick Gordon does a lot of stuff analog. A lot of them like a mix of synths that are digital, but a lot of guitar pedals which are analog. I would love to be able to do all of that stuff analog. I say while I haven't really used analog synths. So basically that's like saying I would love to record to analog tape because it was just better without ever having to have to cut one. So yeah. But actually really doing all these things with distortion pedals and shit would be so cool. Because like actually touching the things and moving them is way more fun. I mean, I do have a bit of a control surface on the keyboard here. Could use that as well. With like moving faders up and down. And I've always wanted to use that thing here. Don't know if you see that. Let me check that real quick. It's just out of reach, whatever. But yeah. That's like an XY pad with which I could perfectly do the morph things, but for some reason it just doesn't do that. It doesn't react to the MIDI input, which I don't know why. For some reason I get the MIDI input, but it just doesn't let it map to the thing. So that's weird. Whatever. Hail Kokashi, I meant hail to the kettle. Kokashi. What is that again? I thought Kokashi was a band. I guess it's not. Or am I pronouncing something Japanese that's not supposed to be that? Okay, so what are we gonna do here? First of all, this is exactly the part. Let's loop this part. We have these weird... Yeah, okay. We have the lead synth sound here. Let's destroy that. And I think we might be able to just use one of the sound design things I've already done. And I already know which one I'm gonna use. Is that the hellish bell things that I've done before? Pretty sure it is. Yep. These just work on anything. I know that it was very visible in his video of PhD Division. Yes! Yes. Even there look crazy, all those synths and pedals chained together with so many cables. It makes Bomben-Spezialisten shudder in their nightmares. Most likely would. Yes. But yeah, it's also a lot of fun. I mean, basically, all of that thing is basically just me trying to copy Mick Gordon anyways, because that's chainsaw guitars, like literally. It is, that's the actual guitars, what they sounded like before, mixed together with this. Or not just mixed together, it's like morphed with the plugin again. Ow, my neck. God damn it. I need to use my ball torture ball again. And yes, I'm calling it ball torture. Funny. Yes, Kokeshi was the horror metal band. They keep on growing, and I'm very happy about that. And technical word for old Japanese wind dolls. That's what it is. Right. That makes sense. Those wind dolls are so fucking creepy. Have you seen that video of like this sort of abandoned town that isn't abandoned yet but getting there, where there's so many empty houses that they put like all of these weird, I mean, don't think it's wooden dolls, but like all those dolls in front of the houses to make it look like there's more people living there than there actually is. I think it was like, of course, abroad in Japan, Chris Broad having done a video on that, driving through that, looking really creepy. I wouldn't want to pass there at night. I haven't. I couldn't even tell you which video it was, because it was probably just somewhere in my feed. I'm pretty sure it was Chris Broad. Maybe Chris Broad creepy, or Abroad in Japan creepy doll village or something. I just remember that looking creepy. And they went to like, I think, some sort of, it probably wasn't a cemetery, it probably was something more nice than that. But yeah, lots of weird stone doll creatures. Do we need to do anything more here? Because I don't think we actually need to. We could maybe... Let's fuck up the leads a bit. Because I really like the bells. They just make everything more interesting. Let's do a bit of it more. And the next synth trigger that was not supposed to trigger yet. So, where is the lead synth? Lead synth. These ones. Let's mess these ones up as well. I still don't know where the noise is coming from, and I don't like it. One of my drives is dying for sure. Or there's somebody drilling outside or something. Whatever! Not a problem for right now, me. Sorry for the sniffs, by the way. Okay, what do we do with these? I do have some fucked up lead synths somewhere. Up there. Okay, let's try the drills again. Which are these ones, probably. Let's see what that does. Ow! Except for being loud. Sorry for that. That is a weird thing about Cubase, that it just takes the volume animation over as well sometimes. Yes. Maybe let's get the drills up an octave and see what that does. Okay, not a horror metal band, but have you listened to The Snake by OK Goodnight or The Nightmare? Nope, I have not. They're really stellar. Alright, another thing to check out. Because I can't even, I mean, first of all, I'm also cross-streaming on YouTube, so probably when it comes to like content moderation, I wouldn't even be able to play it. But I've also haven't really set up basically a browser to listen to things on stream. So I'm gonna take another note. Thank you. I got like so much stuff to check out already. Okay, how is that? Gross noise. Okay, what do just the synths sound like on that thing now? That is gross. Cool. Let's get rid of the... Okay, I like this. This is the right direction for the thing. I might actually mix down the lead synths now, because they're sounding a bit too, dare I say, consonant now. Which they're not, but... Whatever, this is not a mixing stream now anyways. But I'm still... Never mind. I just keep changing my mind on things. And I kind of want to see if I can make Synthesizer V work on this. Because the fun thing is we could actually give like the choir in the next part. Okay, right. First of all, let's give this a bit more context now. Ew. That was loud. Because I went from one part to the next. Okay, let's just hear the thing in context now. Let's go back to the beginning and then go back over there. And I kind of want to see, yeah, let's try Synthesizer V later. The guitar sounds so gross here. That is so fun. And I'm still thinking, should I cut those parts in half? Let's leave it at that again for now, because I've been on and off liking the idea or not liking it. So, come on, give me back my cursor. Yep. This works. Okay, we do have the bells before that. I just have to decide if I actually want to use them here as well. But whatever, let's just do that for now. We could gross up the choirs here as well. But it might actually be good to have that release of not too much distorted stuff going on. This is still such a fun part. Yeah, we need to make the breakpoint better. Okay, this should technically sort of work as a loop when we mix this more properly. Yeah, and in the loop I feel like these could be had. Maybe we'll have them longer in the first pass of the track and in the second pass make them half as long. So basically the loop goes from these parts half as long here back to the lo-fi part here. I mean lo-fi part. I'm just gonna call this an atmospheric lo-fi part. It's like an Argent break. Okay, I guess that works. I know these bells are really Argent Metal-y, but I enjoy it. I like it. And it's also got like the ravey synth on top anyways. Yeah, let's fuck up the choir as well, because why not? So, oops. Which one do I use? This? No, that's the MIDI. Is it? Yeah, that's the gate sound. Okay, so... Nope, it's not this one. There is one... This is the one I didn't like before, but kind of like now. So let's see, and I think it should be this one, and we're probably gonna need the gate sound again. Yep, we're getting something here. Okay, let's loop this real quick and see if we can get that choir in there as well. Oh, it's the staccato choir? Why does it do eh? Oh, because that's in the wrong place. That's supposed to go here. Is that working now? Yes, it is. Actually, sure. Okay, no. I'm gonna have to do that differently. We're gonna have to do the other send, which means we're gonna have to print that one out real quick. Because that one also, yeah, let's do that. If we print this one out and put it in the other audio track, that should work and sound a bit better again. because right now it's linked to the staccato choir or staccato sounding choir. And I don't particularly love that. Also, I think I can make it a bit brighter again. Because this is going down now anyways, and it seems like in my brain. Whatever. So this is printed now, which means, oh, is that the morph one? No, it's not. So this one I think goes here. No. Where's the other ones I designed? Down here. No, that's a tool about. I am confusion. I have too many tracks on this now. Which ones did we just mess up? Yeah, these ones. It's one of these ones, so probably this one. Let's pull this up here somewhere. Might be that one. No, guess not. Where is it? But we're getting a signal here. Oh, is the volume down? Yes, why? Oh, okay, that is stupid. Okay, sure, let's use that. Let's do morph automation on that thing again. Sure, whatever. This is fun. Let's turn it up a bit. Just for the morph now. That sounds like Gollum now. Doesn't it? Precious. I went to the side too much once. Let's do that again. Yeah? Still a weird target thing that goes crazy down there. And we're gonna have to turn down the volume on the thing again. Okay, how does that work in context now? It does sound like Gollum or something. I kinda dig this again. I love weird sound design. This is so much fun. I'm so happy I got this plugin. Just destroy everything with this. We could design some more rises and stuff as well. But whatever. Yes. I did design the choirs. I morphed the choirs, so we did that. Yeah, we need to make the full stop a bit more interesting. So let's do something with this real quick here. I also need to get rid of the riser here, because I basically want this to be not complete. No, we'll see. At least more quiet than we have it now, which means I think that's the riser. Yep. And at the very end, let's do where's my booms? Oh, here they are. I guess we don't have the right thing in boom for some reason. That didn't. Okay, for some reason those riser booms are not here, which means we're just gonna have to create new ones real quick. So and we could do a bit more of a cutty thing here. Let's see if that is cool. Nope, don't adapt to zoom. Quantize. So let's see if that is cool. Could also do that thing again of making the last one faster, so oops. What? Okay, is that cool? Yeah, maybe. Turn it up a bit. Sure. Whatever. There's a thing there now. Sure, whatever. We still need to do something more interesting here, but okay, let's move on to another thing now. I still have that one, which is one of my favorites. And for some reason, these ones I don't actually want to hear. Why is that? Huh? Oh, it didn't move the automation in time, I guess? Yep. Yeah. That's what that does now. So we gotta move these. Pretty sure we just gotta do that. Probably that? Oh, something's weird here. Oh, that one drops out. Okay, and why is that? Huh? Ew, is that baked into the... Okay, let's just do that so we can replace that. And also probably that. Because that's for now, it's pro... For now, this is programmed anyways. That work now? Now let's get rid of the guitars, the actual guitars, and just do chainsaws. What is that noise? I am so confused. Okay, it does come from outside. Okay. Somebody's cleaning their garden tiles with a water pressure thing. I don't know garden words. Water pressure cleaner. Kirche. I don't know shit about that. Okay, but it's good to know that this weird noise is not my drives. Because I was worried. Alright, so. We wanted to do. What's full break? Creepier. What is the full break? Not that. Also, we need to move this to the side. Like that. Let me move it to the side, please. Thank you. I guess. Is that the full break? We'll see. We gotta make the lead squirrels, I guess. Okay, the automation is in the wrong place again for everything. Where is it? Is it here? Nope. Yeah, this is obviously supposed to hit on the one. Where's my automations? What did I even automate? Here's an automation. Oh yeah, okay, the synth leads, we gotta do that. Put them to the left side a bit more. Or like left side in time. Gonna move it. Thank you. So we got this is the first thing. Yeah, and then we also need to do that. Is it the drums that I cut out there? I would suppose it is. Yes, it is. So we're gonna move that to the left a bit. And like this. Yes. Probably a bit more, because this is not on... Yep, it is not on beat perfectly, for some reason. Why is it not on a grid? So this definitely needs to go on a 1. Because at the moment it is not. Move it to the 1, please. Just move it. Okay, let's do it that way then. Sure. All my automations are fucked, I hate this. Yeah, another automation in the wrong place. Just these ones. Like completely in the wrong place, huh? Okay, is that right now? No, there's still something else in the wrong place. The little blast beating between there is so fun. Okay, so these ones are probably in the wrong place as well. But And I kind of like this part as well now. I used to really dislike it because it is so dissonant. Okay. So I guess, is this just the footwork that I meant? Yeah, it is. So let's see if we want to make that creepier. I mean, let's see if it's cool if we do the bell thing here too. I actually did it here but muted it. Because all of the lead synths drop out here. What if I just get it up a little bit? Yeah. Sure, let's do that for now. What if we just do that? Do I like that? Do we like that? Do we like that? Actually, we kind of do. We kind of do, right? Not like that. Let's do both for now. And maybe we also do the creepy bell, like actual bells, which are down here somewhere. The tubular bells. That. So that means I have to activate that and print it out real quick in order for that thing to work. Sure, whatever. And it did nothing? Because it's probably out of range, or is it just really quiet? Nope, it's out of range. Never mind then. I should have checked that. What? No. I don't wanna. So, Sure. I just wanted to move these ones, but that works. No, I just want these ones. Thank you. Come on. Sure, whatever. Let's render that out and see if we can get those creepy bells to work as well. And let's get rid of that now again as well. And just to save on computer power, because my computer was dying before, as you heard. Yeah, let's get this one down as well. That could be interesting. Let's do a quick morph thing here. It's morphing time. Alright, into something. Now let's start up at B somewhere. Maybe? We're just gonna have to turn this down quite a bit here. But I might actually like this. Maybe without the actual bells or turn them down a lot, one of the two. Yeah, this needs to be turned down quite a bit. We need to do something with this. Do I want it up again? Up even more. Very down. Is that cool? Yeah, let's do that for now. Sure, why not? I don't have to decide right now if I like it. And I do have the groove part. Oh, which is this one. I still... Did I make the lead grows here? Not yet. So this one... Oh no, we did. What? No, we didn't. Let's try the drill screecher thing again. This one needs to change octave. I like what it does, but it's too fucked now. Do we want to go down? Yes, we do. This up, maybe? This is so gross now. Fun. This needs to go almost to 0, or even maybe completely to silence here. And it doesn't have the ring towards after it, towards whatever. It has a ring after. Yeah, we're definitely gonna mix all of that better. But whatever. Okay. Okay, let's leave this as it is for now. And we do have another node for the Mortal Wombat one. Yes, it was the C part. If I wanted to do some more sound design for this part. So let's see. No idea anymore what that is. Let's turn this up and see if that does anything useful. Alright, it's more sugar. I think we need to turn those up here anyways. Actually, we don't need to turn up the DIs. Just these ones. We could try and sound design that thing. Let's duplicate it and do something with Morph here. Okay. Let's do something noisy and face plant here. Sure, drums. See what that is. Sure, I guess we're gonna try and that. Yes. Let's have something. Let's see what Morph can do, like, I guess polyrhythmically? I just want to have that in the right place. And let it go for all of that. We could maybe even use it in there as well, but for now, we are going to morph that thing. It's gonna be horrible to make this all loop properly. Whatever. We'll make it work somehow, sometime, somewhen. Over the rainbow. Funny. Not really. But whatever. I am on my own here right now, so I can say whatever I want and laugh at my own jokes as much as I want. Ha! Rewatch gang make fun of me now. Ooh, yes. Let's do fusion again. Let's not do fusion again. The original was better here. No, I think the classic one was better here. Maybe not. Let's see what imprint does. Let's do imprint crystal. Let's see what that does. Okay. Oh wait, right, it's because that thing still plays. Forgot about that. Let's do that real quick. Kind of like this. Sure, we did a thing. And it would be interesting to, you know, make the bigger loop again because I need to piss again. We could do some more bounce we did there. With we can design the alien pole strings here as well. Right? I'm getting really hungry now. Also, we need some light. So, what else are we gonna do now? Let's see what we can do with the weird sound designy strings. We could add some rises underneath them and see what that does. So, dun, 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 dun. Let's print those out real quick. And put something on top of that. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I spilled tea all over my floor. Amazing. Where do I put this now? God damn it. Whatever. So, when this is done, let's see if we can do something with the creepy strings. Because that could be cool as well. Might want to do this in the very beginning as well. We'll decide that along the way. Okay, so which one? These are the short ones. These are the high textures. We could start off with these ones. See what we can do with that. Maybe we can use another one of the Intel ones. Actually, no. Let's just go for the sidechain thing again. Let's do another face plant. And load a riser preset. Doesn't matter. Give me egg fried rice. Sure, why not? And send this. Whoopsie. Yes, gain is E, please. Send this over. Doop. Doop. And let's just put in a note here. I think we want a higher one, so let's do... So we should be getting the input here now. Let's do that. Oh, that's too high. That's also not a riser. I mean, I guess we should automate pitch. Also, my mouse does nothing now. What is the bend range? Is 2. Let's make the bend range way more. But that is actually kind of a cool thing. Let's do not as much pitch bend range. Let's do 24. Let's do fusion. Let's see what it does. This is cool. This is crazy. We need more pitch bend range. Also, I don't think I love the egg fried rice thing here. Let's try a different one. Let's see what that does. Is that automatically rising? I think I like this way more. Let's get rid of the pitch bend here. Yep, that's automatically rising. But we still, okay, let's put the pitch bend back in. Can I make it rise? Is it that? Is it drift? we can just do something like that, because it takes, it's kind of that long for the riser to do something. Sure, let's make it. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to make sense. This is just a riser anyways. Sure, let's see what that does now. Sure, why not? This is fun. Let's do it on. I'll also duplicate those because I want another one that is unmorphed. Sure, and let's make the thing move again. Sure, why not? Also, I think I want the plucky synth up a bit more here. Which is where? This one. But I lost my mouse. Where is it? Huh? Where is my mouse? Hello? Okay, it just disappeared. Yeah, sure, why not? And that's that thing. These two. This one needs to go up here. Is that really the one I have there? Yeah. Okay. Okay, sure. That does something. I guess we can leave that as it is now. Yep, this needs to be mixed, obviously. Okay, which one is number 12? We could do something here. Here. I kind of like the black metal weird ones. So... yeah, we need something here, definitely. Oh, right, no, we have that. Maybe we can just do a few more exploding cars and stuff here. That part is groovy. I think that doesn't really need much more. Okay, break one needs more excitement. You can do Morph3 here as well. Is that break two? I guess it is. Okay. Here we have basically the two grooves against each other, which introduces the next part. Which means we have to... I kind of want to have a different sound on that thing. Maybe even already in the beginning of the bar. I don't know that yet. We'll see. Actually, we could maybe do that and something like that. Yes, but good. Yeah, maybe. Or this one there, and this one here. Sure, let's do that for now. Because I like the other bloopy one, this one. Sure. This is so gross. Okay, let's do the choir morphing first here, because that should be somewhat fast. Because I should be able to just pull that onto the different track. Oh, it already is a bit morphed. I morphed it with a coffee thing. Yeah, also that we have to move again, because that's apparently in the wrong place. So yep, it should be here. Pretty sure. Make interesting. So where is the... Do I have more from this? No, I don't have more from this. So if I pull this up here, we have that thing, and then we also need... Which thing? I don't remember. Nope, that's the gate. I mean, that's also fun, but that's not what I wanted. Okay, we are just gonna take that thing then, I guess. And which one was the morphed one? Actually, I think it might have been that one. Okay, let's write and do something interesting with this. And we don't have anything on it now? What? Do I need that one? I am so confused by now. Yep, it is that one. Okay. Sick. Let's turn this up a bit. This can actually stay quite similarly loud, because we get the break on the other thing anyways. Okay, sure. Let's make the thing move now. And in context. So. Cool, I couldn't hear what it just did, but whatever, it did something. This is gross. Cool. Sure. Actually, we morphed it twice to acquire, but whatever. Okay, break one. It needs to be more exciting, which is this one. I don't think it needs to be more exciting. Is it this part? No, that works too. What about this one? No, that's fine. Don't know what I meant with this. This still has like, the choir is such a Terra Enigma vibe. I love it. We have to record the guitars at some point. The A part needs more excitement. So the intro A part. Let's do some exploding cars. Which is literally what the thing is called. Yep. Let's do exploding cars. Just in this because we need to render it out as well. So it's basically something like that. I hit a vein on my foot. Actually, we go here, I guess. Or maybe we can, let's see what I did here, see which expression things I've used. Oops, duplicated it. Did not mean to do that. Let's just put a thing here, that thing, and where does it go? Actually, it's in the right place. We can just use that. And maybe we do some pulsing stuff here as well. Some devastated pulses. Let's just take that and I haven't used that thing anyway. Never mind. Guess we're gonna use it here now. Let's see what that does. We got. Why not? Put that here. Also use that and see what that does. Nothing. Is it? Huh. I want to do that. I don't think that's gonna work. I'm gonna try though, but I don't think that makes... Nope. But I think it should be different pulses when we just move it down and see. Nope. Maybe? Yeah, whatever. Let's use that. That's kind of cool. See what was the TikTok thingy? Up to this point here. And then we're gonna do... copy paste at the thing. The guitars still sound like they're about to explode. Nuclear. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning and see what that does now. Okay. Let's do that then. Is this routed to the right place? No, it is not. And this one is also not routed to the right place. What about that? Percussion, samples, I guess that works. It is technically loops, but we don't have to do specifics. So let's render these ones out real quick so I can deactivate them again. Otherwise I'm gonna forget, and we are going to have doubling up of the thing later, which we don't want. And I am going to need some food sometime soon. When is actual sundown? Sundown. Probably pretty much right now. Yeah. I got like 15 more minutes until the thing. Okay. So let's do 15 more minutes of stream, and I guess then let's see what we can still check off and what we still have to check off. Something like that. And then I'll be done for today and see if we need anything else. Let's pull those out of this down here. These ones, why did they pull back out? Whatever. Yeah, that's a bit better. Except for these need to go down. We could put what, pan on this, that could be fun. Let's make it like a why does it do the opposite direction of what it... Okay, that is just weird for some reason. I still don't understand why Panman sometimes doesn't do what I want it to do. We're gonna leave it in the middle, I guess. Yeah, that works. I'm gonna have to nuke. Yeah, the synth automation needs to go more to the left, which is this one. Yep, it's in the wrong place as well. Nope, it's in the wrong place again. Like this. Yeah. Okay. A bit more excitement in the iPod now. The loop needs to be smoother, but I won't be able to do that right now. At least I don't want to. Before the bendy boys in the other one, still can do something. Which one is that? Here. I did want to do something here. Yeah, I guess I sort of did that. Let's do something with this again. I don't like the whoop, I think. It's a different sound. That is kind of fun. Let's print that out and because I don't like what it does afterwards. I want to cut that up a bit. I haven't checked in a long while if my OBS is still doing good things. Yes, seems like it is. So we can deactivate that again. Let's make this a bit bigger again. That is interesting. It is no what? Oh, because it did it dry. Whoops, not what I wanted. This needs to be rendered right with channel settings. Because I do want to have all the effects printed into the thing so I can cut it up the way I want it. Yes, sound effect mouthing. It's fun. Okay, that's it. Yes, there we go. That looks more like it. I mean, we definitely don't need this. Where do I want to cut this up? Something... I think I actually kind of sort of want this very last thing here. And where do I start it? Yep. Like that. So let's just copy that like that. And these ones. Actually, let's just do that. Sure. That's fun. Make this one a bit longer, maybe? Yeah. That is fun and glitchy. We could do left and right with this. Okay, is the break better now? Yeah. Let's leave it at that for now. Okay, which one was this one? I have a note that I wanted to do some sound design in a break here. This is the first one. Did we do something here already? Yeah, we did something already here. And I do want to have a smoother loop here at the very end. What is the end here? Yeah. Maybe we can actually just copy these things we just wrote for the iPod and copy those over to here at the very end, and that does something. Let's figure that out. Boop. Actually, sorta works if we turn them down. And I think I do want the guitars in here. I think I just need that bit, one of those. If I copy those over, it might be able to actually already do the thing. So let's just copy all of that over. Let's see if that does anything useful here at the very end still. Should actually copy it over, right? Yes, but not fully. Come on. So we are. What if we let's pull the guitars to a lo-fi thing down first. Yeah, maybe. This one up here, so we have the guitars come in like that, or just the last thing. Or we, let's see, put this on a lo-fi again. We might not even need that. So I'm just gonna do that real quick so it's muted anyways. Pull this one up. We have the lo-fi guitars right here. So, boop. Boop. Turn that up quite a bit. And these ones up quite a bit, so we just have to bub up in lo-fi, and then the other one is not lo-fi. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Just less extreme. Okay, does the loop point work a bit better now? And actually I think we can just pull it back up. That should already work. Yeah. And we could let's mute the chainsaws here and just make this one louder here as well. I mean, that's probably gonna be too loud now, but we'll see. Yep, that's way too loud now, but yeah, we'll see. Like that. Yeah, it's not smooth. Maybe we can already have the leads there too. Maybe that works a bit better, just turning them down here. Yeah. Let's render those out here, and we could do. Let's get them all into one audio file. That's whatever. Synth and doesn't matter. I don't need to know what those are at the moment. And I want to basically do a gross band down. Okay, then I'll be done with the stream. Because I want to take a quick walk outside before it's completely dark. And it's pretty much already completely dark. But not completely. It's not annoying at all. This should also go to the lead synth. Why is that? Synth leads. Why is that not on a lead synth? And we are going to some sort of actually we can just do that. That's enough for this now. And actually we can do it. Let's do it with the Cubase pitch shifter again. Oops, not what I wanted. Boop. Process pitch shift. Because I actually really like it. Yeah, something like that. Actually just here, not on this, just at the very end. I want the pitch bend down. So let's get rid of the thing on that. Goodbye. Why is it that? Okay, let's do that again. Because it didn't really do what I wanted it to do. Boop. Process, pitch shift. Yeah, I guess that works. Let's turn this up now. Yeah, and maybe not as... Yeah, that works way better now. This seems like a loop now. Cool. That works. Okay. That's gonna be it for now. Cool. Alrighty. Yeah, let's switch over to the more chill stuffs. Cool. So, we did a lot. A lot of the stuff that I still wanted to do, a lot of the sound design stuff is pretty much done now. I'll just have to actually make a proper mix of everything and write a few more parts, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that on stream. We'll see. But yeah, that was a good one. there was a lot of stuff done. Yeah, my brain is fried. I need food. Alright, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye!